and welcome to Talk of the Town, and I'm Atika. A UK-based export company, Sunmark Limited, founded and led by none other than Dr. Rami Ranger, for the third year running has received the Queen's Award for Enterprise. So let the ceremony begin.
Lords, good afternoon. His Worshipful Mayor, members from both the Houses of Parliament, and distinguished guests. It is a proud and happy day today for me to receive the third Queen's Award for Enterprise in front of my staff and friends.
The great thing about Rami is that not only he's a very successful businessman, he's a strong family man, he cares about the community, and the work he's done with regard to bringing different communities together is to be appreciated.
But the contributions, Rami, you made not to the business world, but to the community, and all the communities, by the way, regardless of what they are, is something to be admired. And the success you have made in your business is something to be appreciated. You are very much a role model to the Asian community.
Your success has been built on true values. Your success has been built out of honour for your parents, love for your family, and service to your community.
It is for me a great honour to be here today on what is a pretty historic occasion for British business. The best work experience you can have is come and meet a real role model, someone who has broken through the glass ceiling, someone who has done so much for British business. Rami, congratulations. Thank you for what you do for our country, and many, many more years of success. Thank you.
I am delighted to be here and to share with you this very special day for Sunmark Limited and to join you in celebrating the Queen's Award for Enterprise, a distinction you have again won for your outstanding contribution to international trade, and to present you with your award on behalf of Her Majesty the Queen.
As you can see, we have lots of guests. We have the Lord Lieutenant Sir David Brewer, we have Keith Faz, we have the Mayor, and we have other members who've been invited. So let's go and speak to some. Well, I have the man himself, none other than Keith Faz, the Minister who I've met so many times. You're here today supporting Dr. Rami Ranger. How does it feel, you know, representing another Asian member who's received the Queen's Award?
Well, I think it's wonderful. This, of course, is not my constituency. We have Steve Pound, the local MP, and Richard Harrington from Watford. So there's a lot of MPs coming here today because we're all fans of the great Rami Ranger. And it's a bit odd because I'm normally in Leicester on a Friday, so I feel this is only Thursday. But I had to come because as a British businessman, he has done so much for our country. And this is what we want to thank him for.
Why do you think the Queen has recognised him in particular? I mean, this is the third year running. This is an achievement on its own.
Because he's created jobs, he has contributed to the taxes of our country, therefore he helps the economy, and he is also such a nice guy. He's a very generous guy. He does so much for so many people, and we're very grateful to him.
And how personally do you know Dr. Rami Ranger?
Very well. He's a very close friend. I've known him for 20 years, and I know that he is also someone who will want to do things for the local community, which is what he always does.
And what makes Sunmark Limited unique on its own as a company and a brand?
It's a combination of different people. You've got all kinds of nationalities here at Sunmark. And they all are obviously British, but they all have different origins. They've come to make this company very successful.
Great. Well, enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you.
Thank you. I have Stephen Pound with me right now, who is a local MP, and you made such a tremendous, amazing speech about Dr. Rami Ranger. I was listening and I thought, oh my God, this is just what we want to hear.
Well, the thing about Rami Ranger is that he inspires at every level. I mean, he's an extraordinary man. Everybody knows Rami as the great, successful entrepreneur. Yeah. But when you actually go to Amritsar in Gujarat and actually see the statue of his father, and you realise, and you read the book about his father, Don't Break Up India, you realise where he's coming from. Yeah. And he's a man who's taken that pain and he's transmuted it into some fine precious metal, which is his achievement here today. He's also an extraordinary man. He's the only Conservative I know that I'm quite happy to spend time with.
Really? Only Conservative? What are you talking about? What about the rest of us?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I obviously make an exception for you. I mean, but I didn't know you. Yeah. No. The point is, in fact, many ways, I think Rami should be in the House of Lords by now, in all honesty. Yeah. He's done a great deal. And if all Conservatives were like you or like Rami, then I might reconsider my lifetime as voting habit.
Oh, really? Oh, I feel honoured that you've actually said that.
but what I mean, to actually start with virtually nothing and to achieve this. But let me tell you the most extraordinary thing about Rami Ranger. He doesn't have a single enemy.
Is that true?
I don't know anyone who ever has a bad word to say about him. Now, the point is, in every single community, there is always backbiting. There are people who are jealous. We talk about the tall poppy syndrome. If a flower grows tall, somebody wants to chop it down. Rami's grown tall, and he's done so by being a decent, friendly, kind, generous human being, a good family man, a great businessman, and he's done it without making enemies. Not many people can say that.
That is true, and that's why he's standing here today with such elite group of people. He's done amazingly well.
Well, he's got MPs from all over the south of England.
I know. I was surprised at how many people supported him.
Absolutely amazing. You expect me to be here. I live here. But
yeah, we do.
But isn't it strange? I mean, to actually win the Queen's Award 3 years running, I've never ever heard of that before.
Nor have I.
I mean, it really does seem that there should now be a different. Maybe we should have sort of.
We should have a little different category.
Well, there should be a platinum Queen's Award, a gold Queen's Award, a silver Queen's Award, and a Rami Ranger Queen's Award.
Maybe I think you should talk to Sir David Brewer about this. Don't you think? We could put it into place.
I might drop a line to Her Majesty, I think, and see what she has to say. But look, whatever it is, Rami will win. And you know, if there were no prizes, there were no awards, there were no scrolls, Rami would still win first prize, because he'd win the first prize of people's friendship, their admiration and their affection. And his award is in our hearts.
Oh, that's great words of him. I agree with you on that, definitely. Well, thank you for joining us, and have a great afternoon.
Great, thank you very much.
Thank you. I have Golpesh Bandi with me right now, who's a senior manager for many, many years. Thank you for joining us. How does it feel to be in such an amazing occasion like this?
It's a great pleasure and honor, and it's basically hard work and efforts of the whole team of Sunmark. And it's a very rare prestige for a company in Britain who has won for consecutively 3 years the Queen's Award for Export.
And how do you feel being part of a company for such a long time, to win such awards?
It's our honor to be working for Sunmark Limited, where we have MD like Mr. Ranger, who has vision and who can see ahead, much ahead. He has developed many markets where normally people don't prefer to go to other markets, and he has done the job successfully, very well.
And are there any hidden secrets that you wanted to share with us and tell us how he's achieved this success, so that I know for next time, so I can reach his level?
Customer success is our success. Yeah. We don't succeed if customer don't succeed. And from the very beginning, what I've learned from Mr. Ranger, that whatever benefit we get from supplier, from other people, we just pass it on to customer. Before we are successful, we make sure that customer is successful. And if they are happy, they are successful, they are just multiplying in numbers and bouncing back with more numbers.
And are we going to see you for another 10, 20 years, do you think?
Definitely.
You're not going to leave the family business?
Not at the moment, or not anytime, yeah.
Oh, no. Well, that's fantastic news. All the best of luck with that.
You're welcome.
Thank you.